Well, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, whatever your current life situation is. Hello, YouTube. It's Jeffrey Kite back again with another episode of Kite's Curiosities. Want to do another video. It's kind of a sponsored video again with the Sojourney Travel, my wife's travel agency business. She was able to put together a cruise for us a couple weeks ago, and y'all have seen the cruise video that we did for the perfect day at Coco Cay. So now I'm about to put together this video to show you the cruise that we took after we left Perfect Day at Coco Cay. We went down, cruised on down to the Cayman Islands, specifically the island of Grand Cayman. Now, the Cayman Islands is a group of 3 islands situated in the middle of the Caribbean Sea, just southwest of Cuba and northwest of Jamaica. So I just kind of where it is if you want to look it up on a map. Beautiful place, and my wife working for Sojourney Travel, again, her contact information for her travel business is going to be located in the description. If you see this video and you find yourself wanting to take a cruise to this beautiful island paradise, I would highly encourage you to do so. Just to let you know, I'm going to come back here in a few minutes and tell you part of a story, because I want to make sure I have the stories right that I want to share with you about 2 very interesting places on this island that I found absolutely fascinating. So I'm going to come back here in a few minutes. So without further ado, let's get to the video footage. So we are on right now north side district of the island of Grand Cayman Island. You know, Cayman Islands, there are 3 different islands comprise the Cayman Islands, and we're on the Grand Cayman Island. This is just a view from the north side district of the Cayman Islands. Beautiful place. So now we've stopped over here at the east end, or the district of the island of Grand Cayman, called the East End. And right now I'm walking on the beautiful white sand beaches of Collier's Beach, overlooking Gun Bay. Look at that, folks. That is just absolutely gorgeous. I highly recommend anybody coming out here to the Grand Cayman Island. This island is gorgeous. You can hear the chickens crowing in the background. There's chickens roaming all over this island, and it's quite interesting to see chickens just hanging out. Just hanging out on the beach. Quite interesting, folks. Beautiful place. Awesome. So I want to tell y'all a quick story before you look at this next set of footage. And I didn't want to speak about it while I was filming, because I wanted to make sure I had my story right. So I came back and researched it before I put all this together in the editing loop. What you're about to see is the wreck of the Tin Sail. Now, the wreck of the Tin Sail is the most famous shipwreck in all of Cayman Islands, especially the Grand Cayman Island. What happened was on February the 8th of 1794, about 6 or 7 merchant ships sailed ahead of the HMS Convert, which was a frigate that the British had in their naval fleet, and it was a warship that was going to escort about 58 other merchant ships that were all going to go in a convoy from Jamaica all the way back home to England. And this was during the French Revolutionary War, so that's why they had to guard against invasions of ships and ship stealing and that kind of thing. Well, those 6 or 7 ships that went ahead, they wound up hitting the reef and wrecking out, and they fired a distress signal to the HMS Convert. They sent out a distress signal first. Then the HMS Convert fired the warning shot to alert the rest of the fleet, avoid this area. And they was trying to steer back away from the reef when another ship plowed into them, wrecked them up on the reef, and it was a terrible situation. About 10 ships, hence the name Wreck of the Tin Sail, was all crashed out and wrecked on this barrier reef. Well, the Caymanian people came together, all the locals on the island, did a bunch of search and rescue efforts for the British. They were very thankful for them, but sadly 8 people died in this tragedy. But when King George, now legend has it, when King George heard how the Caymanian people helped all these British sailors, King George was so impressed by their bravery and their efforts that he issued a decree. And the decree said that the Caymanian people would never be taxed. And there's got to be something to that legendary story, because to this day, the Caymanian people do not pay any taxes. And they are so rich financially with their financial institutions. About 40 to 50 of the world's largest banks have branches set up in the Cayman Islands, and 3/4 of the world's hedge funds are based out of the Cayman Islands. So, very, very rich place indeed, and it's because they don't pay taxes, and it might be because of what they did for them sailors on the Wreck of the Tin Sail. All right, y'all take a look at this footage. Right out there, just a little bit, right in this area right here. If you see those little things sticking up out of the water, that is the famous wreck of the Tin Sails. So now we're here in the East End Natural Habitat area. Beautiful, beautiful area. And we are now approaching the famous Grand Cayman Island blowholes. It's pretty neat. Hopefully I'll get some footage here in a moment. of these blowholes coming up out of the coral reef on the beach. And let's take a look at it. This is pretty neat here. Oh wow, look at that. So cool. Now, this next place I'm gonna show y'all, it's a place called Hell. And it's called Hell mainly because of the way that it looks. It's said to be millions of years old, and it looks like it's volcanic rock or like this stalagmite type stuff where calcium salts have been deposited through water. That's not the case. What you're about to see is actually this rock formation called phytokarst, which is a natural limestone rock formation that has been eaten away by algae. And this place has gotten the name Hell one of three ways. Number one, again, another legendary story. Legend has it that a British commissioner was touring the area, and when he saw this place, he said, "Oh my gosh, this must be what hell looks like." Story number two involves yet another British commissioner who was out on like a hunting expedition in this particular area, and he had him a gun, rifle, shotgun, something. He found these birds he was going to hunt, and so he took aim and shot, and wound up missing every single bird that was in flight. And he got so mad, threw his rifle down and said, "Oh, bloody hell." So then there's story number three. Story number three says that people were visiting the area again, and they took a pebble and they threw it out in the middle of this area. And as the rock hit and ricocheted and bounced off the different phytokarst formations that you're about to see, it made this echoing sound that sounded like the rock was falling down deep into the pits of hell. So take it for what you will. You decide which story you believe about this place. And you see this footage, it's pretty neat.
And he started choosing away like a madman. And he shot. But guess what? He ended up missing every single bird in hell. Outside, in a big uproar, he screamed and yelled, "Ah, bloody hell!" And we all thought it was kind of funny, so we're like, "Hey, Jeff, can we call the place up?" Like, "Yeah, sure." Well, so that is how hell got its name. Now, hell, it is a privately owned family property, but it just so happens that the family that owns hell happens to be called the family of the McDoom. Some people find it building is so small, first one, so jump in your post office help, email, postcards, whatever, like it's federal help, it's officially plus part help. The other great thing that we also do in help, that downtown task force with you, we also get that staff, like just on the opposite, so you make sense, go to help, plus the efficient, hey, so the building you just found us, that's the very first building, very first business that opens up the help. It's called Pub Inferno Bar and Lounge. It's been operating for many a decades, but recently we haven't really operated as a bar and lounge.
This is what, in a lot of areas, this is the beach. There's no water under there.
So now we are still in the West Bay District, Grand Cayman Island, walking on the sands of 7 Mile Beach. They call it 7 Mile Beach because I think maybe the road is 7 miles because the beach itself is only 5 miles long. Just gorgeous view. Getting my feet wet in these beautiful crystal clear waters. I'm gonna stop the video, turn this camera around and let y'all take all this in. Well, that was it. Went to some other places here and there shopping, and just went to a restaurant, ate there, and that kind of. It was all very nice. I truly enjoyed visiting Grand Cayman Island, which is the big island and capital of the Cayman Islands of Cayman Brac, Little Cayman, and Grand Cayman. Those are I don't know if I mentioned that or not. Those are the 3 island names that make up Cayman Islands. Beautiful place, wonderful place. Highly encourage anyone to travel there. You can fly in on I think they have direct flights out of Atlanta, Georgia, to Grand Cayman, and probably some other places too. You can take a cruise ship. They port and dock in there at Grand Cayman. Just look around, check out your travel options, and again, contact my wife at Sojourney Travel. She will be more than happy to hook you up, let you know all the details, fill you in, plan your vacation for you. And I'll tell you this, the reason why you need to use a travel agent is in case something happens, something that goes wrong, something's just not right, something that's beyond your control, you have an advocate that can speak for you, knows what to say, and knows how to get things done on your behalf. So tell me what you think. What'd you think of Grand Cayman? Would you go there? I would. I find it absolutely fascinating. So, as always, folks, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. Till next time, y'all take care now. Have a good one. Bye.